Pratul, can you tell me a little bit about yourself first?
Well, I'm working in Sun Life Financial since the last 21 years. Came from India in 1984. So the first 6 years I kind of did odd jobs here and there till I got something in Sun Life. And I've got 2 kids, of course a wife. And my daughter is 27 and son is 21. Both, so son is in university right now, University of Waterloo, doing a program called Geomatics. And I'm kind of involved in the Gujarati Cultural Association in town since the last 10 years, managing their website and generally helping out in events that they have. So,
what exactly does the Gujarati Cultural Association do?
it's basically to promote the Gujarati culture and language and any events associated and keep the community kind of together during the events, organizing events like picnic or Navratri or Diwali, and also helping out any other Indian associations in their events like Independence Day events, or there's a Mela in the city of Kitchener which we kind of promote. We also take part in, sometimes they have the walkathon where we kind of raise money for the local charities or local hospitals like St. Mary's hospitals. So anything which comes up which would help the community, we organize events for them. Or we also have sports events like playing badminton every Tuesday or volleyball every Tuesday at the local school.
And how many members do you have in the Gujarati Cultural Association?
About 120 families are paid members of the association.
And is it like a club?
No, we don't have any property as such. It's basically, we would rent properties to have organized these events. Like say for the sports event, we rent the school. For the picnic, we go to the local parks like Laurel Creek or Ellora Gorge or Pinehurst. So normally we go there and spend the day.
So where do you meet for
the committee itself? The committee, we normally rotate between everybody's houses. Sometimes we go to a community center and book a room there, especially for the annual general meeting. That's where, I think the last time was end of February or March, early March, we went to the police association's building and had our annual general meeting.
And what happens in the annual general meeting?
Annual general meeting, we basically present our accounts from the last year. Every 2 years we have elections to either elect new committee members or elect the president.
Could you tell me a little bit about what you do for Navratri?
For Navratri, we get a good band to play, do the Navratri Garba and all that. And we actually rent a hall, which we normally accommodate about 500 people during the Navratri time. We normally rent a hall like Rim Park. We have some good groups who can play good Gujarati Garbas.
And do they even train people on the spot to play basic Garba?
Normally people train each other kind of thing. If you don't know, then if you just look at people playing, it's quite easy to pick up. Yeah, if needed, yeah, definitely other people would train them to play Garba. Yeah.
Do you also have any regular event about teaching about the Gujarati culture, about history?
Well, okay, so not really. There's another association or another part of Gujarati is we help the Gujarati school. There's a Gujarati school which is part of the Waterloo School Board's program. So there's every Saturday from 9 to 12 there's a Gujarati school which actually teaches Gujarati, and there are about 150 students in the Gujarati school, which we actively support this activity. Culturally, on Diwali we would promote some Rangoli competition and stuff like that. So culturally we do support that kind of activity.
And who funds the association?
First of all, it's a non-profit organization. We get the membership fees is $20 a year for the family. That's part of the support. Second, we also get some sponsorships from local or actually banks. Like we get sponsorship from HSBC, and we kind of advertise for them. And there are some local companies who fund a few of our events. So yeah, basically, and each and every event we charge an entry fee, which to cover our costs. So that's how the funding.
What was the last cultural event that you organized?
The last cultural event was Diwali, November, I believe, October or November. One of the things.
What do you think is the difference in Gujaratis in Kitchener and, I mean, of course, the culture that is in Gujarat, in India?
Mm-hmm.
How much of it have you been able to get into Kitchener?
It's very similar. I think it's like people keep especially for Navaratri and all this stuff. It's a very popular event, Navaratri or Diwali. I think they've, especially the Gujarati school. Again, it's not Gujarati, part of Gujarati Cultural Association. Does continue that. Sometimes the Gujarati school people actually privately they participate in the Garba competitions. So 10 or 12 girls kind of practice for this Garba and then go to these competitions. And I know my daughter went to New York and also to Florida to participate in a Garba event. So I think the Gujaratis do keep their culture wherever they are. So I think they're able to maintain. There's a lot of interest.
How many of the families who are part of the association actually send their children to the Gujarati school?
That's difficult to.
I think
Gujaratis
would be there in Kitchener?
Probably must be at least about 5,000 Gujarati people, including Ismailis and.
So you have, when you say it's Gujarati Cultural Association, it's not just Hindu Gujaratis, it's all kind of people.
No, we do not limit. It's very clear that it's not a religious organization. That's one of our main mission statement, that we promote Gujarati culture, not religion. Any person of any religion or actually even a non-Gujarati is welcome to join our association. And there are a number of non-Gujarati who are part of the association, especially when we organize in Diwali, we have some kids programs who they prepare and they actually participate and they do some dance and all that stuff. So there are not a lot of non-Gujaratis who come in, but even in Navaratri, there are a lot of non-Gujaratis who come in and participate.
Do you have a lot of white people participating
in Navaratri? We do see there are a few people who come in and participate.
So you do find that local people here also have the enthusiasm for Gujarati culture?
Yes, they do. Especially during Navaratri, they will definitely, even for Diwali, I think when our Diwali program is one of the best in the area. We get about 500 people and our tickets are sold out 2 weeks in advance. We have a very nice entertainment program which we've been having for the last 5 years. There's a group called Karim Kimjis who have been doing that for the last 5 years, and they're a really nice band who have live music. So we've been enjoying that.
So how long has the Gujarati Cultural Association been in Kitchener?
Gujarati it was since 1998. Before that, there was not an organized association, but after 1998, we actually organized to become a Gujarati with the constitution and proper methodology.
Do you have any special festivals for Gujarati food?
During the Diwali program, we used to have a competition of people bringing in Gujarati food and people going and tasting and giving them prizes for what's the best recipe. So normally in Diwali, we try to get Gujarati food. We try to cater from a Gujarati caterer, but it's tough to get. Gujarati food is more expensive than getting Punjabi food. So that's the reality, right? So that's basic.
Is there anything about the cultural association which you think is important? Any kind of activity or any kind of initiative that the association is taking?
Whenever there is some kind of tragedy in somebody's family, and when they are not, even last year we had somebody who passed away, in a very, very young age. So we raise money for their children's education. Also, previously we kind of raised money for any kind of tragedies which occur, say in Gujarat, the earthquake. We raised a lot of money during that earthquake and donated it to Red Cross. So if and whenever required, we do have those kind of activities.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.